Hey everyone, welcome to Season 2 of GCM Eats. I'm your host, Sean Morrison. This season show is about tailgate. Why tailgate? Because we're bringing you two of the things that you love the most, football and food. We would like to thank our title sponsor, Benny Keith, your premier distributor for restaurant food and beverages, and our presenting sponsor, Comfort Temp, your doctor of energy, for making this season show possible. So today we're broadcasting from Big Mills Cheesesteaks, Gainesville's home of burgers, dogs, sausages, and cheesesteaks. Our guest for the show today, making me feel like the smallest man in the world, the 6'5" owner and founder, Keith Miller, and 6'5" owner, offensive lineman from the University of Florida, Jake Slaughter. How you doing today, guys?
Doing wonderful.
Fantastic, man.
Doing great, guys. So well, Keith, when I found out that we would be kicking this season off at Big Meals, I was like, there's no better place to do a sports talk about food. If you haven't been here before, guys, you're missing out. I remember the first time walking in here and feeling like I was in heaven because you had baseball-themed decorations. Felt like I was at a baseball game, and then you had the food that goes at a baseball game. It reminds me of when I was 5, going to baseball games with my dad. So Keith, tell me about what brought that inspiration into what Big Mills Cheesesteaks is.
Well, sure. That's what we wanted the field to be like. You know, you're at a game, you walk up to the counter, which is right behind us here. You order, you get sausages, hot dogs, of course, cheesesteaks. That's the main item there. But that's the feel that we wanted to portray. Fun, relaxing. You know, we got red, white, and blue colors. Great old USA. We're heading into 4th of July weekend. It's all just perfect. And we got started doing the football games. Speaking of tailgating, right outside of Florida Stadium at the St. Augustine Catholic Church. We're going on our 21st season. I'm not even sure you were born when I started slinging sandwiches outside of the stadium, but we're there every game day. Friday night we set up. We'll be there all day Saturday. And again, that kind of evolved into us being here at Big Mills.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So Jake, what's your favorite food here? I know you've been here before.
Man, I come in here more often than I'd like to admit. I love just the regular cheesesteak, get some onions and peppers. That Big Mill sauce is something to talk about too.
So Jake, a little bit about you. So kind of just explain where you came from, where you used to play football, and what you used to do.
So I was born in Gainesville, and I grew up just north of Ocala.
Okay.
Went to high school at Trinity Catholic, played ball there. We used to come up here and play Buholtz. We play East Side, played GHS. And it was always a good time coming up playing ball. And then my old man, he worked right up the road at Sherwin-Williams, so he'd come over here, get a sandwich. His employees did the same. It's a spot, man.
Yeah. So how's it? It has to be pretty cool. I'm sure you were a Gator growing up.
Absolutely.
So how's it actually playing for the Gators?
It's real neat. It's like a whole new experience. It's something you kind of dream of as a little kid. Watching ball, watching that 2007, 2008 team play. It's a really special experience.
Cool. So I know y'all going through a lot of changes over the past year. We have a new coaching staff. Just seems like there's just as many personnel involved with the players as there are players with this team. So how's it different from years past that you've been at UF?
So I was only there for 1 year with Coach Mullen and all them, and I can't say enough good things. But what they did for me, they got me here. They let me live out the childhood dream. But I think there's been a lot of positive changes that Coach Napier's brought. There's a ton of staff. You're wrong if you don't know what to do because there's so many people there to help you.
Awesome. So Keith, are you going to be out there for this season?
Oh, we'll be out there, of course. I forget what weekend is the first game.
The first Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day
weekend. So
Yeah,
we'll
we got
there Friday night.
Utah coming to town.
Starting about 6 o'clock, and we'll be there till 3 in the morning. If you're at Midtown, you can come see us, and then we'll be there all day Saturday. I believe it's a night game, so we'll be there starting at 8 in the morning Saturday till 3 in the morning again Sunday morning.
Where's your spot going to be located?
It's right in front of St. Augustine Catholic Church.
Okay.
I apologize, I don't remember the address. Right next to Dunkin' Donuts, and of course Midtown, where we have all the popular night spots.
Is your truck going to be out there? Or
No, we set up under a tent.
Okay.
That way we're not disturbing the pavers and the nice landscape that the church has. But
Awesome.
we always set up under a tent. We do fresh squeezed lemonade, Italian sausage, Polish sausage, Philly cheesesteaks, burgers, and hot dogs. So, and we always have cold drinks just because it gets so hot out there, and people are going to want to have a little something to drink.
Gotcha. So, Jake, kind of tell me what you do to stay fit after eating at a place like Big Meals.
They keep us in good shape. So right now, it's summer conditioning, so we're doing plenty of running, lifting weights, and that's really all there is to it. The new strength staff's fantastic. I can't say enough good things about them. Those guys came in, and it was a really quick gelling and bond experience with them. Those great guys.
Gotcha. So you now get to play with a lot of guys that you used to play against in high school. So how's that when your competitors on the field growing up, and now all of a sudden you're teammates? How's that transition?
I mean, it's real neat. Like, you got guys like Trent Whittemore and Noah Keeter and Mark Pitts, who played at Buchholz, got to play them. I remember Noah Keeter picking up one of our offensive linemen and dropping him on their head, and Trent Whittemore going for 40-yard long balls against us and stuff like that. And then there was guys, you meet at camps like Rivals or Under Armour, so a lot of defensive linemen I got to go against and stuff like that. It's really neat. It's different.
So Keith, what do you think how this football season is going to pan out with the new head coach and everything?
Oh, I think it's just exciting. I got to be honest, I haven't followed enough up to this point, other than I know Coach Napier's got a lot of personnel in place. I think the future is looking great. That's a better question, I think, for Jake, as to see how good they're going to be. But I'm going to go on a limb and say 9 or 10 wins.
Okay.
Man, that's what we'd love to see. But, it's always hard to tell preseason. You never know what's going to happen. We're obviously hoping for, a better year. It's a different brand of ball, I think. It's just different. You know what I mean?
Yep. And, one thing I'm excited about is I officiate high school football in the area also, and I got to see a lot of these kids there with the Gators, and I know I've seen them what they did at the high school level, and there's a couple kids I was like, man, if they play at UF, man, we're going to be something one day. And I just think with guys like Anthony Richardson and playing at the Realm now, and I personally think that I actually tell a lot of my guys, and this was about 3 years ago, your next Heisman Trophy winner is also going to be a lefty wearing number 15 for the Florida Gators. Mm-hmm. I think this year with the transition, I think with the mentality of the focus that they're putting on the players now, bringing people in who came from, were previously with the Gators, and coming in and explaining, hey, this is what it's like to play in college. This is the expectations that we expect at the University of Florida. Mm-hmm. Guys who've been there, done that, and won at a high level. I think I like the transition of where we're going with the football program.
I think it's great, reason for excitement and optimism. And there's only one thing that I wish, and some people might give me a hard time for this, but I hope that the fans and the fan base itself really give Coach Napier the chance to do what he wants to do. Mm-hmm. Not just short term, but long term. Let's give it a chance to see his dream come true.
Yep. So I think what the last 3 coaches, I want to say that their first year they had 10 wins. Their first 3 years.
There we go.
So
we can do it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's ever been an issue about them coming in. It's also, I think, one of the things is maintaining the expectations. I think that's the hardest thing at UF is they come in and I'm sure I wouldn't want to have the expectations of being a head coach at UF. That's for sure. So I know our fan base. So one of the other things I love about the University of Florida and why I think it's like all sports matter. All the sports matter here at UF. We all play at a high level, especially being in an SEC. Are you involved with any of the other athletes at the university?
Yeah, I went to high school with Judd and Derek Fabian.
Okay.
Baseball players here. I think Judd's can look at getting drafted this year. Well, he got drafted last year, but yeah, I went to high school with them. I met a few other people. Just living in the dorm, you just kind of meet different people. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's neat stuff, man.
Yeah. So one of the things I used to do is I used to coach high school ball, and there's a couple players that are going to be playing at UF next year. Actually, one's already there. Wyatt Langford, who had a massive year playing baseball, 26 home runs, 60-something RBIs. I think he tied a single season record at UF for home runs in the season. And he's just a sophomore. And I've seen that kid grow up playing when he was at Trenton, coached against him all the time. We got another kid, Tyler Shellnut, who's going to be coming over, graduated the same year as him from Santa Fe. And I think he put 21 bombs out of the they hit 21 homers last year at Santa Fe. So we got a lot of power coming next year. And then because we're going to have to replace guys like Judd Fabian come out. I mean, that was 25 home runs that he had this year and that we got to replace too. So I'm really excited about where the Florida programs are going this year. So I got a question. What's your favorite thing to eat at Big Mills?
There's one sandwich I tell everybody they got to have it. It's the combo. It's an Italian sausage, which both the sausages are Italian and Polish. I bring them in from Chicago. It's Italian sausage with the steak on top, provolone cheese, a little bit of our spicy giardiniera if you can handle spicy, and then our homemade au jus. You pour a little bit of that au jus on there. That is the best sandwich on the menu. Awesome.
Hey guys, remember, you can get that $2 off on the GCM app for lunch and $4 off for dinner. So always come in here, take advantage of the free app that you can get through the Play Store or Apple Store, and download the app and save money here at Big Mills. So guys, I hear we're going to be having some food later, and some food's going to be coming out. I can't wait for that. I'm getting the Italian sausage with peppers and onions. What are y'all going to be getting?
Yeah, I'm a classic cheesesteak guy. Like I said before, I like a little provolone cheese, peppers, and onions. It's hard to beat.
Well, what I love, you come in with what, 4 or 5 guys when you come in?
Oh, yeah, bring buddies from home, bring guys from the team.
Yeah, first few times they come in, I didn't even know they played football. I said, they're pretty big guys. I bet you they play football. And then kind of figured out. So it's not like they were in here, hey, they're in here, normal guys eating lunch, and they were always a treat to have. So I just wanted you to know that. But I also want to know, how excited do you get when maybe the nutritionist tells you, hey, we're having Big Mills for lunch today?
Oh, man. Let me tell you, that is a treat whenever they come in and say that. I mean,
that's awesome. All the guys get excited?
Oh, my goodness.
Awesome.
You have no idea.
I always wondered, we do the baseball team quite a bit too, and we've done some tennis tournaments and things. So I always enjoy when we can feed the student athletes.
And you should hear the way guys talk about it.
Yeah?
Oh, my goodness.
Good. I always wonder, because I'd love to be in there, be in that locker room just to hear what they had to say about the food, but,
Especially with the big guys. Fan favorite, you could say.
Awesome. Some guys have been coming in here the last 2 weeks, workers, and maybe we shouldn't talk about it much, but they said they were doing the locker rooms in there, and they've been eating here every day. They're from out of town, from Alabama or something. So.
Well, yeah, so they're building that the new facility over there for student athletes, and then there's the football weight room, and then the football locker room, and it'll be right by the indoor facility and the turf and all that. So
that's nice. I
think we move in late July, if not early August, for fall camp.
Those employees have been in here every day eating for the last 2 weeks.
So, all right, guys, so we got to take a quick break for our sponsors. Hey guys, welcome back. So we're getting to the best part of the show. We got the food now. So Keith, if you want to kind of go over what we got over here.
Sure. Why don't we start with here, Sean? We got, again, I mentioned earlier, our Italian sausage. We have it brought in from Chicago, folks, if you haven't been to Chicago, they got some of the greatest food in the world, I'm telling you. Peppers, onions, you got on there. And we do have a variety of mustards in the back. We would like some mustard. You know, we got
I'm a spicy brown guy.
spicy brown, we got sweet, we got regular yellow, we got bold yellow, we got even a mustard that tastes like chili. So we'll get you set up with some mustard.
Okay.
I'm going to go with mine next. I love this sandwich. Again, I grew up, was born in Chicago, raised in Northwest Indiana. Fried pork tenderloin sandwich is a Midwest staple. It doesn't matter if you go to the Divest Dive, or it's a pub and a grill, or even a fancy restaurant. They're going to have a fried pork tenderloin on the menu. I mean, that thing's bigger than the bun, hanging out on both sides. You put a little mustard, pickle. You can get it your way, lettuce, tomato, but traditional, just mustard and pickle. You got to try it, folks, I'm telling you. And then Jake mentioned earlier, he got original cheesesteak, peppers, onions, white American, right? Or do you get provolone?
I got provolone.
Provolone. And then they forgot the Big Mill sauce, so we're going to have to get them some Big Mill sauce on there. That is our homemade specialty, and it goes good on the steak or the chicken. So, and of course, we got Jake the Pig. I mean, I didn't figure the regular was going to work, so we got him the big one here. And that's where we got with the food.
Awesome. So, you know, with all this great food and everything, I know there was a time before it was Big Meals. You know, kind of explain, what you were doing before Big Meals and what got you into doing Big Meals.
Well, I was sales and marketing. Jake and I were just talking about that with a Waste Pro.
Okay.
In the garbage business, and basically got accounts over North Central Florida. But I knew. Again, I was doing weekends at the Gator games. We do fall festivals. We do fairs, doing Italian sausage, Polish sausage, Philly cheesesteaks. And when I saw this Adam move next door into the Pizza Hut building, I knew this was meant to be Big Mills. And called my dad, had him help me do the build out. He did a lot of the work on the interior structure. Of course, we had contractors come in and do the flooring and things, but my dad and I pretty much did this, designed it, decorated it. I came up with the menu, and here we are.
Awesome. So, I mean, you got all this baseball stuff. Who's your team, by the way?
I believe it's right here, right behind me. I'm not going to sit in a chair other than the Cubs, right? Right there. Go Cubs. We're not very good this year, but again, being born in Chicago, I'm a North Side guy.
Gotcha.
Cubbies all the way.
So, Jake, I know you do a whole bunch of football right now. It's all football. I get that. But when you do get dead time, where are we going to find Jake Slaughter on a weekend when he has a weekend off?
Jake's outside. He's in the woods or on the water. I love to fish. I'm actually going fishing with my old man tomorrow. We're going to ease on down and go try to catch some snook and redfish. I love it, man. And then I grew up hunting a lot. You know, my old man used to carry me over to the woods when I was a kid. We'd go walk around, go deer hunt, or go do whatever. And then got into duck hunting when I was a little bit older. Buddies and I'd run around, try to chase ducks around here. Weren't always great at it, but we love doing it. So
awesome.
Where are you finding the snook bite? Sorry.
Go ahead.
That's over in Yankeetown.
Okay, I heard they're moving up.
Absolutely.
Even Chris River, Yankeetown, and even into Swanee, they're catching some.
That's what I heard too. They're all the way up in the Big Bend, so it's neat stuff. So they were smoking top water the other day. It's so much fun.
So, Keith, do you want to kind of go over what you got here? I mean, there's two menu boards, guys. So if you haven't been here, there's two menu boards of food. There's a lot to choose from. So Keith, you want to kind of go over all the different things you got?
Yeah, we are definitely more than just cheesesteak. A lot of, it is Big Mills cheesesteaks on the sign. That's just our specialty. Of course, we got the pork tenderloin, the sausages. We also have a Polish sausage. Without turning around, I'm going to try and remember everything. We've got burgers, folks. You can get a single, double, or triple. We do combinations. Add the sausages with the steak. We even got the sandwich, the Amazing Cole, which originated at the football stadium. I was telling Jake the story. Good guy, good friend. He'd come to every home game. His name's Cole Slate. He's got a real estate business in Jacksonville. Amazing guy. So it's called the Amazing Cole. It comes with Polish sausage, Italian sausage, and cheesesteak. Put cheese, peppers, onions on it. You can't even finish the sandwich. Of course, we've got all our sides: French fries, onion rings, mozzarella sticks. We do fried pickles, fried mushrooms, chili cheese fries. Our chili's made homemade right in the store. Our marinara sauce is homemade. We also do desserts. We just added funnel cake fries to the menu. They're really good. Yeah, funnel cake fries. You get chocolate sauce, berry sauce, strawberry sauce with it. We also do, of course, ice cream, from cones to milkshakes and sundaes. We do frozen lemonade. Shoot, sometimes I can't remember everything I've got. So it is more than just cheesesteak. Oh, hot dogs. I didn't mention hot dogs. We got hot dogs. That's a baseball everyday sample. We got quarter-pound all-beef hot dogs. They're jumbos on a Martin's potato roll. I'm telling you, folks, if you like hot dogs, they're the best hot dogs in town. You have to come in one day, have a cheesesteak. The next day, come back for the hot dog.
Yeah, you can't go to a hot dog without sauerkraut. So
we got the crowd.
All right. So, Jake, I know with all the athletes have to be super excited about the new facility that they're putting up right now. I drive by it all day long, and I'm like, oh my God, these kids are going to go through the roof when they get to access this building. What are some of the things that you know are going in that building, and what you're looking forward to with it?
Man, it is going to be a production. So it's a new locker room for football, a new weight room for football. That kind of eliminates the crossover, because pretty well every team lives in the stadium facility right now. So the new locker room, new weight room. There's going to be a players' lounge and a pool. That's going to be real nice. Another thing is just location. So you're right there by the indoor facility, by the practice fields. You're not walking over from the stadium locker room all the way over to the indoor.
Gotcha. So, Jake, how you getting around town? You got your own vehicle, or are you on a moped? What you driving around Gainesville?
So I actually I came here on the moped. So It's my old man. He gives me a hard time.
It's almost a tradition
with
I remember
football
seeing
players.
I remember seeing the twins, the offensive linemen. I can't think of their names right. The Pounceys on mopeds. I'm like, that's not right, man. That's not right. So where are you driving now?
There's a little moped parked out front. That's me. It gets around, doesn't leave me walking anywhere, so it's hard to complain. And then I just drive a truck regularly.
Well, I got to imagine on campus, a moped's the best thing,
Oh my goodness! Park wherever. There's a ton of. That's what they tried to do, because if you've been on campus, there is no parking.
No, it's great.
So that little motorcycle moped parking, it's great, and they're real cheap. They get around.
Awesome. So I get to officiate with a lot of these high school athletes and everything, and one that I'm not sure if you know, there's a story about Trent actually, Trent Whittemore, and I remember we did little spring. It's like their little spring jamboree at the end of the year. You got I think it's the black and gold game they call it, and so we did the game, and of course they throw a little deep bomb on the right side, and I'm that deep wing official on that side, and I catch him do the little push off. I'm like, that man is 6'4", and the guy who's guarding him is 5'10". He don't need no separation like that. And I throw the flag on him. He goes, "What was that for?" I'm like, "Oh, come on, Trent. You saw that." And he was like, "Show me what I did." And I was like, No. You know what you did. You're a big boy. You know what you did. So, but I love to see the guys, that we're growing up, and we'll get to see them throughout the season. Some of these kids that are from the area that are now playing at UF, and how we as a community, we get to watch these kids grow up from the high school level, now play at UF, and I think it's so important that our recruiting stays local, because there's nothing like when you're a fan in the stands and you follow these kids, and then you get to watch them play through college, come play at a high level like UF. So,
absolutely,
definite bonus there.
Yeah. So, Jake, who's your roommate? I know you have to have a roommate.
I do. I live with a tight end in my high school graduating class. His name's Nick Elksness. He's from Jacksonville. Great dude.
Gotcha. So where you and the guys go hang out? Where y'all usually do just to get loose and get away?
We're big homebodies, hang out at the house. We love to cook, so we'll throw some meat on the grill and hang out, watch TV, watch whatever's going on, or have some people over and cook for them, guys on the team or just buddies who live here, and then go shoot some pool sometimes. Nothing crazy.
Yeah. So, guys, I'm not sure
Before
about
it gets cold, let's eat. I'm getting you some
absolutely.
mustard. I'm getting Jake some Big Mill sauce.
You're
I'll
the
be right
man.
back.
So, anyways, just so you see it, how big this sucker is. This is a lot of food. I usually also get cheese fries with that, but I'm trying to cut some weight, so I'm gonna just stick with the sausage.
Spicy brown.
Awesome. So I like mine with a little bit of kick.
Can I get that Big Mill sauce?
So you're a big man of spice? You like spicy food, or?
Yeah, I like a little
Or
bit of
more-
spice in my food. That Big Mill sauce is just the right. It's a little tangy, little spicy deal. I don't even know what I'd compare
All
it
right,
to.
Jake, I'm going to let you put your own on
All
there.
right,
Just
you're the man.
as much on there as you want.
That's it right there.
So, all right, let me see if I can do this without making a mess.
I was about to say I'm
I
building
look like a
Malvas
fool in
here
front of a
for
lot
too
of
long.
people.
Don't worry about a mess. I'm going to get napkins, too.
Yep. Might be here a while, guys.
It's okay. It's what I like
I'll
best
just drink
about this part.
Thank
Making
you.
people happy, making them smile, giving them good food.
So, I remember this used to be Adam's Ribs in here, and I remember it's like, man, this place used to be so tight. What got you to just say, let me gut this whole thing out? Because I know every time I come in here, before we were waiting on tables, man, but now, I mean, even with you opening up everything in here, you still can't get a table half the time when you come in.
Oh, especially during lunch,
Yeah.
all the tables are full. So we did put the outdoor tables outside when the weather's nice,
Yeah.
not too hot. We got 16 seats out there, or more than that. But yeah, I just thought it was time for a change.
Yeah.
Before Adams, it was a donut shop.
Yeah.
And it originally started as Dunkin' Donuts. When I was tearing down some of the walls, there was still wallpaper behind the wall that was on there that said Dunkin' Donuts. But I just thought it was time for a change. That counter that was in here did take up a lot of room. We just pulled it all out and said, let's start fresh.
Yeah.
Same in the kitchen. We just pulled everything out, started fresh in the kitchen, gave it a new look and touch and a feel. And
Okay.
I think it turned out pretty good.
So what's your hours here at Big Bill's?
We are open every day at 11. Sundays we close at 6. Monday through Thursday we're open till 8. And we've been trying late night hours on Friday and Saturday till 11. So so far it's been a little bit slow from 8 to 11, but we're going to see how that continues to build up.
Yeah. So, and Jake, just want to thank you for coming on today's show. It was awesome. We got, I'm not sure if you can beat talking about sports and then also eat food from Big Meals. So eat the steaks and cheesesteaks and.
Well, I can't thank y'all enough for having me. This is a great experience.
Yes, it was awesome. And Keith, thank you for allowing us to host your place and showing off your food to us because, I was so happy when I learned that, we're coming here. I'm like, this is the perfect place to open up a season like this about sports and the food that goes with it. So it felt like I was at home. So thank you, Keith.
You're very welcome. And folks, I'm telling you, the GCM app,
Yes, sir.
you use it. Come in here. You save $2 at lunch, $4 at dinner. Get the app on your phone. It's really worth it, folks. Most restaurants in town, you can use it. You can save money on a daily basis.
Giving yourself the excuse to come in, too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
there you go. Yeah, guys, come in and see me. We are street food dining at its finest right here at Big Mills. Small place with a great taste.
All right, guys. Also, I want also thank our sponsors, Benny Keith and Comfort Temp, for doing the show. Can't do it without them. Just like to thank GCM, gift certificates and more for putting this on. And we'll see you on the next season or next episode.